Yankee from Olympus, Justice Holmes and His Family by Bowen. Justice Holmes. I had to have this, published in 1944, during the war. I had to have that. Because it's by Catherine Drinker Bowen. The other book she wrote that's fantastic is called Miracle at Philadelphia. It's about 1776 writing of the Constitution, and that should be purchased by people who want to know the history of this country. It's not a dry technical history book. It's a fantastic, easy, readable history book that you'll learn from. The 10 Rules of Sam Walton, Success Secrets for Remarkable Results. Where do I put that? Does that get its own category of business? Full stop? No, I just put it in Americana 1900s because it's Sam Walton. I have another book by his coming up here. John Ball, Reclaimed Rubber, the story of an American raw material. Reclaimed rubber, I think that means recycled rubber. Yeah, look, there's tires in there. The title, I didn't even need to open it. The story of an American raw material, I didn't need to open it. I bought that for $1. So that's going to be great. History of business, you learn from that. It's fine to read philosophers, but nobody learns anything without going to reality, and philosophers have to have started there. Most of them don't, and most of the stuff they say is crap. If you start in reality, you'll end up saying something fairly reasonable, or you have the potential to end up saying something reasonable. The Division of Labor in Society by Durkheim, copyright 1933. Yeah, Emile Durkheim. Translation by George Simpson. Ooh, Durkheim's a weenie. Okay, Henry F. DuPont and Winterthur, A Daughter's Portrait. I think Winterthur must be his estate. DuPont, you know DuPont. So that's by his daughter. Sam Walton, Made in America. Great. I have had this on CD for a long time. I think I got it on CD at a library sale in St. George, Utah for like $1. So all but one of the CDs works, so that's a great book. Trump, The Art of the Deal. I did some small excerpts from this, so if you want to go get 20 or 30 minutes on little excerpts of this, I've got that video up. Just put in Mr. Cropper Trump or something like that. This is a hardback copy for $1, right? Look at that. Goodness, it's in great shape, perfect shape, with the cover, or with the original leaf, which I usually take those off and throw them away. That's also on there in great shape for $1. And the Sam Walton book for $1. Who is selecting the books to be thrown out down there? The Making of NAFTA, How the Deal Was Done, by Maxwell Hammond. American Diplomacy, George F. Kennan, 1900 to 1950. There, that fits nicely in my category. Common Sense 2, by the People's Bicentennial Commission. Now, this is against corporatism and stuff, so it's probably crap. I thought I would see what they have coming from the legacy of Common Sense, which I've read. American Thought, Civil War and World War I. American Thought. For $1 I had to grab that. I haven't looked through it yet, but published 1957. The Problem of Job, Evolution of Self-Consciousness, Social Problems, Sociology, Sociocracy, The Fixation of Belief, by Charles Sanders Peirce. William James, The Will to Believe and What Pragmatism Means. Oliver Wendell Holmes, The Path of the Law. Natural Law, by Oliver Wendell Holmes. John Dewey. Henry Adams, Thorstein Veblen. If I would have opened this up, I'd have known it goes in the philosophy section. Alright, The Economic Growth of the United States from 1790 to 1860. Another one that got put in the wrong place. By Douglas C. North. From 1790 to 1860. What could be so dry as economic growth of America? Now this has got graphs in it. This is for an economist. It's got tables of figures of pennies and stuff. More graphs. So this is a very serious book. This is very serious. Good stuff there. Goes in the pre-1900 section. The Post-War American Economy, and it means post-World War II. Got that for $1 by Alvin H. Hansen, published in 1964, so it was recent memory to me. Anchorage, an all-American city, published in 1956, I believe. I don't know why. Evangeline Atwood. Her husband ran a newspaper in Anchorage. So. All the Trouble in the World, P.J. O'Rourke. I don't know if this goes in Americana, but I put it there. I don't know where it goes. His book that I read is called Give War a Chance. Brilliant. Funny book, very good, very funny book. America Alone, Mark Stein. I associate P.J. O'Rourke with Mark Stein. That's why I tried this in the Americana category. And I tried this in the Americana category, America Alone, even though it should perhaps go in the war category. But that's the thing about this, is you can always choose different places to put things. Okay, the following book, I'm on page 58 right now. It's pretty good. The Enterprising Americans, A Business History of the United States by John Chamberlain. Published 1961. It's pretty good. The guy was commissioned to write it, and it's pretty decent. Heirs of General Practice by John McPhee. This is about the general practice system of doctoring, where a doctor does you and your entire family and all of their health stuff. There aren't too many specialists. And the more specialists there are, the less any given doctor knows any given patient. And this is the people who inherited the general practice system and what went on with that. I thought that'd be interesting to read apropos the debate about socialized medicine and stuff today. Okay, Memoirs of George F. Kennan. We also had this book, American Diplomacy, George F. Kennan. I'm familiar with Mr. Kennan, from the Cold War videos, CNN Cold War series, which was like 14 or 12 or 18 videos long. I bought it clear back on VHS when it came out for like $130 and watched it and watched it and watched it. Now it's available on like Google and YouTube video for free. But George F. Kennan was involved in all this deal with the Russians and stuff. He sent a message from Berlin, I think, at the end of World War II, wherever he was. Maybe he's in London. He sent like a 4,000-word report on Russia and what Russia was all about and stuff. And he said Russia is not a communist country. It is a very dictatorial country that calls itself communist right now, but it's doing things and behaving very Russian. And he said this is a very powerful government that's on the move to expand, and we need to be aware of this now that we've conquered Germany. And it was an historical document. It turned out to presage the Cold War. 20th Century Journey, The Start, from 1904 to 1930 by William L. Shirer. I don't know if it's going to be just fluff and puff or what, but William L. Shirer wrote a fantastic and very well-known book called The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich, from a very meticulous study of the documents. So I thought I might as well have that for $1. Okay, last is Richard L. Piper's A City at War, Milwaukee Labor During World War II. Now this is either a sociological socialist screed, or it is a serious book by some dry economist about real facts of labor in Milwaukee. And I don't know which one it's about. I'll read it hopefully someday. We'll see if I get to it. Published 2003. So I think there is danger that it's just a socialist screed. We'll see. Alright. That's the end of the America history section, 1900 forward, including a couple that had dribbled in from pre-1900.